All right, so we're halfway through October, and November's right around the corner. And with November coming up, I know that's going to bring a bunch of November-themed challenges, like Thanksgiving challenge or other autumn-themed challenges. But there's probably a much more important holiday out there that we should be recognizing and talking about in November, and that is Veterans Day. So I'm bringing you not one, but two Veterans Day themed challenge targets that will be run, simultaneously on the website and out there for you to shoot. And the first one is going to be the 100-yard challenge, shooting that target right there. And it is going to be a challenge in which you're going to have to, dig out Grandpa's M1 Garand or something similar, because it is a centerfire rifle challenge with iron sights at 100 yards. And the kicker is you have to use a mil-spec, mil-surplus, something along those lines type of rifle. So like I'm going to shoot the Eddie Stone model of 1917. If you got a Garand, if you got an M1 carbine, if you got a 1903, anything like that. And you can use any Allied NATO country rifles of the World War I, II, Korea, Vietnam era. As long as, again, it's got iron sights. I don't want to see any AKs out here for this. Not that they're going to do well anyway. So that's the first challenge, shooting a centerfire rifle at 100 yards. The second challenge is going to be shooting a target that looks very much like my iron sight challenge target, but it is a quarter-inch smaller target, and you can use an iron sight rifle for this. And it doesn't have to be a vintage iron sight, any iron sight rifle. You can shoot your Tikas, whatever you want. I'm going to shoot to keep it in the tradition and pay homage to the World War II and the veteran status. I'm going to shoot it using a military style with optical sights, 22 caliber rifle. So anyway, there it is. That's what the challenge is going to be. Targets will be up on the website for you to be able to pull down. I'm hoping to get out and do it myself here tomorrow. So out here at the 100-yard line, going to do first run of my Veterans Day 100-yard centerfire challenge. Again, targets will be available on my website to download here this evening. I am shooting it today with a Eddie Stone model of 1917. Serial number dates this rifle to 1918. U.S. bursting bomb barrel, original to the rifle. It has never been rebarreled. It has some stamp markings in the stock. Not sure if this rifle, made its way through a CMP program at some point in time or not. It probably did. The bore is pretty nasty on it. It's like an original 3 groove, I think it is, bore, and it shows lots of corrosive powder primer has been put through it, but that's fine because the bandolier stuff that I'm shooting is head stamp Twin Cities 1954 on it, and it's going to be corrosive as well. After I'm done shooting it, I always dump about half a bottle of water down the barrel, and I keep a thing barricade, Birchwood Casey barricade in the truck, and then I spray the hell out of it to dry out and lubricate the barrel and get the water out of it. So, all right, so that should be what I need to get through this. But anyway, there it is. Let's go ahead and give it a rip, get my ears in. Camera's rolling. Again, for this challenge, the 100-yard centerfire, you can use any mil-spec, mil-surplus service rifle. And I know I said no AKs in the intro. I don't care. You can use an AK. Use whatever you want, but it needs to be a military rifle. And I'll have one caveat off of that. If you've got like a sporterized Springfield .3 or a Mauser or something like that, as long as it has an original barrel on it, it hasn't been all souped up, bring that out and shoot it as well in this. And again, it's got to be off of a sandbag type configuration. No rests for this particular round of the challenge. All right. that orange dot is hard to make out at 100, but if you print these, you may want to do it in black and white or grayscale. It's a 9 at 1 o'clock. This rifle's got a little kink in it that if I don't tilt it back, something isn't right in the action. When I chamber the next round, sometimes the bolt doesn't cock and it lets it go home. It doesn't fire, but it lets it go home. So I just tilt it back every time I chamber a new round. Another 9 out at 3 o'clock. I gotta change my hold. There we go. That's an X. That one's up at about 12 o'clock. In the 9 ring still, but out at 9 o'clock. Nine ring at 11 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 more. Back up there in the 1 o'clock area in the 9 ring. Up in that area again, it looks like. And this will be the last round. And thank God, because my shoulder's already starting to hurt. I pulled 2 of them off the paper completely, it looks like. All right, well, there it is. This is the 100-yard Veterans Day Challenge. Again, you want the target, I will put in the website address right here, MnShootingSports.com, and you can pull it off my website. So I'm going to move on over. I'm at the 50 and 100-yard table right now. I've got my 22 version of the challenge. It's a little bit different target. With a little bit different spin on it, and I am going to change guns up, stop this, and I will roll right into talking about that target, how you can shoot that challenge. Okay, so I've got everything reoriented over on the 50-yard backer boards here, and like I said in the intro video, I am going to shoot it with the 87M to keep the theme of Veterans Day and vintage going with this initially. Again, 87M 2.5 power Weaver, and shooting it with some Wolf match target here. Again, like I was talking about last night, you don't have to use this class, and for the 22 target, you can shoot any rifle you want, any scope you want, off anything you want, okay? So you don't have to stay pigeonholed into what that centerfire is, which needs to be more of a actual authentic, period correct rifle and shooting it off sandbags. We do need to talk a little bit more about the target though. Like I said, it is very similar in some respects to my iron sight challenge target, except I took that iron sight challenge, which is a 3/4 inch squared grid pattern target, and I reduced it to a 1/2 inch grid square, so that shrinks everything down. And then the actual challenge on this target is that there are 4 quadrants in this target, 4 pieces of the pie. You got the Army up top here, which is this section. You got the Navy and Coast Guard over here. The Air Force and the Space Force share this area, and the Marines are down here, okay? The challenge to the target is that your 10 shots must be in the service branch that you desire or plan on shooting, that you need to write on your target before you start shooting it when you video it. And all of your rounds must stay within your service area's designated area of fire. All right, so you got to stay in your field of fire. I'm a jarhead retired, so 5 ring, 6 ring, 7 ring, 8 ring, 9 ring, white is the 10 ring. If I venture here on this 9 ring into the Air Force's area and I plug it and it breaks into the Air Force, that's a 0, okay? So the smart play would be stay down here in the 8-9 area if you got something that'll shoot nice tight groups and rack up some points. Because you venture outside your service branch and you're going to lose 10 points right off the bat. All right. The center 10 ring, that is shared by all. So the quadrant goes the entire, or your sector of fire is anywhere inside that. So if you break into the 10 ring here, it's still a 10. And if you're inside the 10, it's still a 10. In other words, all the branches of service share the 10 ring, but they must be inside your service branch area of the 10 ring. So again, if I'm shooting 10s here and my 10 ventures up here in the Army area, I get no points for that shot. Hopefully that makes sense. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments below. If you want the target, go to the website. Don't email me, go to the website and download it. The website address is right here, and it is simply MnShootingSports.com, and it's easy to find. You can download it as a PDF, saves me from having to email stuff to people. This camera's going already. I'm loaded up. Let's just go ahead and give it a rip. This will be my first attempt at this on this target. I did verify 0 off camera here with this rifle, and it's shooting right where the crosshairs are. So, but to be safe, I'm going to start out down in that 7-8 ring area. And I'm over in the 5, so let's do it again. All right, I'm shooting high. That one ventured up into the, that will be the Navy Coast Guard, so that's a 0. That is a solid 8 in my sector of fire. As is that. Yep. All right, so there it is. I will score the target up, share that in with it. Again, targets will be available shortly after I post this video on the website. As always, hope you get out there, enjoy it, do it, and have a great day, and hope to see you at the range.